All right, guys. Well, you know what? Without further ado, let's get it started. Thanks for joining us here on another weekend for the TeamSpeak TL Open number 10, also a TSL qualifier, the third one up, and this is going to be our second semifinal. It's time for Liquid TLO versus FnaticFenix.
Welcome to TeamSpeak, advanced voice communication software for any platform. TeamSpeak allows groups of people to communicate and share information with anyone, via the internet or through private networks. Using your Windows, Mac or Linux-based computer, all you need is a headset with microphone, and in minutes you can be chatting with others in real time, using our crystal clear voice technology.
All right, well, we're going to start off on Metalopolis once again. He is Team Liquid's favorite, or at least one of them from Liquid. It is TLO. He's going to be playing as the purple Terran and the 12 o'clock position, and his opponent from Team Fnatic, it is Phoenix as the blue Terran in the 9 o'clock.
And as I said earlier, I was spending a lot of this morning and early afternoon watching TLO games on various streams. And he did run into a few Terran versus Terrans, and I've seen him play a few different styles. The most interesting of them was just a fast expand into Marine only, and I believe that was actually against Team Liquid's Prodigal Son, Poke Bunny. And what happened there was he actually broke Tank Marine with just pure Marine, and it was kind of ridiculous to see. We see TLO putting his first depot in the fanciest of locations. I don't know if he's got some secret there where that speeds up mining or what, but it looks like these SCVs are a little turbocharged there. Now he's going to put it down, and we're going to proceed as normal.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you. I usually forget to build those depots, so when I'm playing Terran, so I have no idea. Bear's gone down from both sides. It's about even, but we are going to have gas coming down as well for TLO. Now, you had mentioned the many styles of TLO, and I know one of the things that made him really popular early on is sort of the way he would use a lot of the, tier 1 units, whether that be the Hellions or, combination with Marines or dropping those in. Those were early games. We also have the first scouts going out. TLO is going to scout in a clockwise direction, while his opponent will find him first in a counterclockwise. But I'm excited because I wasn't aware that he was kind of like rocking through the tournament on random. I realized that he's sort of settled on a race, but his confidence must be there that I'll rock any race and get to where I need to get to win this tournament.
And the reason TLO is so special to me is that we have these players that can do these gimmicky builds, like, well, I use nukes. You've never seen nukes before. Wow, crazy. Yeah, he can do that. He can also play the complete other way, where he plays gimmicky with units you see all the time. So, for example, he'll fast expand, then put down 5 barracks and only make Marines. And the third way he can play is just completely 100% straight up. So you never know which TLO is going to come out to play. It looks like we've got a factory going out for him. And actually, we've got a Reaper coming out for Phoenix. So Phoenix wants to get in there, scout, maybe put an expansion down, but he's still mining double gas. So that's probably not in his mind. Going to put down a factory here a little bit later. So I'm not sure if the intention here with this Reaper is 100% scouting or if it's, mule sniping harassment. We're going to have to see. TLO rallying Marines through the secret hallway here and going to flank around with the SCV a little bit. Take out the first Marine? No. And let's see if this Reaper actually gets shipped out or going to be used defensively. Looks like it's going to be used defensively.
Yeah, this is actually a crazy situation here as we have SCVs coming out as well. Try to buffer any damage they can. 1 Marine, 2 Marines almost down. Reaper takes out 1. Will the Reaper go down? Oh my God, so close. Oh. And he cannot get near that Marine. The Marauder comes out in perfect time. I should have been paying attention to the production tab, but scary little attack there is thwarted by Phoenix, and he shows TLO that, hey, not going to be quite as easy as some of the guys you faced early on.
And I mean, we've been focusing on TLO, but I mean, Phoenix is no slouch. He's gone through multiple tournaments. We've seen him in the finals, and we've seen him take down big LAN events as well. Hellion rushing up. Gonna snipe off that Reaper, but actually gets taken out. We're gonna get full scouting information. He's gonna see the slightly delayed starport. He's gonna see the factory with no add-on, and he's gonna see that tech lab, which he already knew about via the Reaper. Meanwhile, TLO doing a very similar thing. Gonna put his reactor on the barracks. Gonna have a starport, and he's also got a tech lab on his factory, just making his first tank now.
Yeah, and he's going to have a little bit of an advantage getting those siege tanks out a little bit sooner. Here come a couple Marauders from Phoenix going to make their way up. Not a whole lot of units here for TLO as he's going to micro back one of these Marauders. Marines will chase forward, but in comes a Hellion, and that was nicely done. We just have a tank left now. Tank will be able to take out that Marauder, but the Hellion will be left to do some nasty damage here as he will scoop around to the back. And Marines are coming forward, but he's got to be careful with that. Nice block with the SCVs. Tank comes around full circle, and the Hellion is stopped. Another one parked just outside. Cloak going down here for Phoenix as he now has a Banshee out and a second one on the way. Immediately a scan comes, and he's going to see it all.
Yeah, very nice scan, because the thing about these Banshees is you normally see a Banshee rush. You don't see this kind of later early game style of Banshee, and that can be dangerous when you've kind of put in your mind that, okay, Banshees aren't coming, and you start dropping all your mules, you don't save scan, but TLO dropping that money scan right on top of all the production facilities. He's going to see that Cloak was actually being researched, putting up an engineering bay, but there may be a timing where this Banshee can get in as Cloak is finished, and it's flanking around from the eastern side.
Yeah, we have one missile turret going down right now, but it just got started. SCV is going to get taken out, and Army is going to be moving in. We do have enough for a scan here by TLO. He's got a Viking out as well. It's got to be a good scan. He's going to use that Viking to actually sort of push him out without scanning. There he finally puts himself right on top of the Banshee. He does scan, but does not get the kill there. However, he's got a missile turret up. Second one, no, yep, it's two up now. So he's in at least a little bit better place.
There's a second Banshee flanking in from the west. Gonna take out a few Marines here, just being annoying. 2 kills on a 3. Those are largely Marine kills. Banshee is back in the southeastern side of the base, going to work on the supply depot. Viking comes in, but then kind of forgets about it and lets the Banshee escape with its life as all the energy has been drained. Both Banshees being recalled back to the main base. Command center finished for Phoenix now, being changed into an orbital command. Let's see how he transitions out of this. Still making Banshees, salvaging the bunker, and he's got one reactored barracks, got a tech lab on the factory, just making tanks, and he's got siege mode about to finish. Gonna repair the Banshees. Meanwhile, TLO looks like he has no intentions of expanding here, unless I'm mistaken. No command center on the way here. He's got an armory, actually, and his first Thor is just starting now.
And the scan will miss the armory by just a couple of pixels there. He's going to now be pushing down to the front here, which will be seen by Phoenix with the Hellion, who's down at the bottom of the ramp. A few tanks push forward with some Marines. Now, the question is he going to push, or is he, like you said, possibly going to be set up for an expansion? That is not going to happen. TLO is going to push here. Banshee's coming out. Ooh, this could be nasty.
You know, TLO doesn't have a lot of scans here. He's only got one, and with the Cloak Banshees coming in, gonna take out a tank immediately. Gonna take out the second tank, and oh my god, he's got a medevac with an SCV. I'm not sure what that was for. Maybe he planned on making turrets. Thor is now out. Scan hits, but the Banshees are flying back, doing a lot of damage. A lot of units being loaded back into the medevac, dropped up high. This Thor is gonna get sniped out so quickly, and TLO is forced to GG. Wow. Cleaned up very, very quickly by Phoenix in game 1.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if that was the right thing to push without the proper detection or being ready for it. But that's what TLO decided that he needed to do. And, I mean, the Banshees of Phoenix were just great. Not only the initial harassment, but then having them there to supplement your army is just insane. Having to worry about, you know, am I going to have a detection? Am I going to have to scan? And then focus fire them down, etc. Then also he had the one Viking there to help him out as well. So it just was a very nice game played by Phoenix.
Yeah, I feel like TLO definitely could have benefited from having a Raven out. However, he wanted the medevac for some reason. I feel like the medevac had the SCV so that he could drop a turret possibly on the northern side, just northeast of Phoenix's expansion and siege in from there. But otherwise, a Raven or possibly saving another scan could have helped that push out. But Phoenix played very well, played I would say the more standard of the two, despite the Reaper, and was rewarded for it in game number 1.